What if mass school shootings could be stopped? What if someone could have stopped the Virginia Tech mass shooting? This could have been possible if there was someone on scene with a gun who was able to subdue the shooter. Allowing guns on campus is a smart decision. They should be allowed for the general safety and well-being of the campus community. This is not to say that people who have these guns are always going to do the exact right thing with them, but most people who own guns are responsible with their weapons and use them in the correct and intended purposes. This is important to us as college students because we have the right to protect ourselves, and we do have that right. The major reasons why we should be allowed to have guns on campuses is that they are able to protect ourselves. We are able to use them because we do have that Second Amendment right, and gun owners are generally responsible citizens. So let's start with how students can protect themselves. Even though they're weapons and they can be used to harm people, guns are mostly used for protection. There are so many ways that a gun could come in handy when you can't get access to a police officer or any other type of help. And according to the article Ready, Fire, Aim, the college campus gunfight, forcible sexual offenses, and aggravated assault are the most frequently reported violent campus crimes. So, with that, those are offenses that you can't take a second to pull out your phone and call the police or, signal for help or anything. Those are instantaneous, that you can have that weapon on you and stop that crime from even happening. As well as another reason why we should have these guns is because we're not buying these just to say, oh yeah, protection, but we really are using them for protection. And according to the researchers at Pew Research Center in the article 7 Facts About Guns in the U.S., protection tops off the list of reasons gun owners have a gun. So they are really being purchased with the intent to protect the gun owner. So we're not just using them to wave around and say that we have a gun. They're being used for actual reasons. And let's talk about the rights that students have as adults. Most college students are legal adults, so that gives them the same rights as someone who is, say, 50 years old, aside from the drinking age and tobacco use age. So they should be able to exercise their Second Amendment right as they want. The Second Amendment guarantees an individual the right to keep and bear arms. So students should not have to give up their rights just because they're in a sensitive place, which is legally determined in each state. And according to The Atlantic, sensitive places are places where there are laws forbidding the carrying of firearms in sensitive places such as government buildings and schools. And in the legal terminology, there is no right definition of schools. Most people have interpreted this as K through 12 institutions and not higher education institutions such as colleges and universities. Because of this, schools are legally allowed to allow guns on campus. However, we don't know the lasting effects of having guns on campus and the rise of violence. The concern over increased gun violence is unfounded because, according to the article Gun Safety by the NRA, over the last 25 years, annual numbers of accidental deaths have decreased by more than 66%. Concurrently, Americans have over 200 million new guns and 407 million guns today, collectively at an all-time high. So this is not saying that just because we have so many guns that violence increases. It's saying that we have not seen an increase in violence, even though the number of guns have increased drastically. But many people are concerned about vigilante justice that may happen across campus, and this is a concern, and we do not have research on what this could happen. But usually most people are not out on the streets committing vigilante justice, so we should not expect to see that replicated in a college setting. So, to summarize, college students have the same rights as any other individual, and they should not have their Second Amendment right taken away. They can use these guns to protect themselves in instances where they are not able to call a police officer or someone else to help, which can lead to a decreased amount of crime rates on campus. And guns are helpful in many ways. There's no saying that what may happen if they are on campus, but you can generally conclude that keeping guns on campuses can help prevent crimes against students, and they can help increase the overall well-being in campus unity. Thank you.